I was talking with one of our power users the other day about just getting data into OASIS. And I told him, I was like, yeah, it's getting really easy right now with all the drag and drop that's going on. He's like, excuse me? What are you talking about? And I had to tell him, I was like, well, you can drag and drop a PDF into OASIS in most places, and it turns into the transaction. He was like, excuse me, you got to show me this thing. So anyway, it sounds like a lot of people missed what happened about in 2025. We did a lot of changes to the system to be able to just pull data in. And that's expanded over the years, especially as the models have gotten better. The ability to read a PDF, especially if it's kind of challenged, has gotten really good. So let me just show you what's happening here. I have a quote response from a factory. So this is my quote from a factory, and I'd like to pull it into my bill of material. So I could start with fixture types or whatever and pull it in. But in this case, I'll just start from scratch, just a blank bill of material inside of desktop here. And in desktop, it is available. You just have to have a few things turned on. You can call support, and we can walk you through the details there. But to do it, once it's all set up, is pretty easy. You just take your quote, drag and drop it into OASIS. And it's going to ask some questions here. Most of the time, you'll just say "do it," if you will. There's a deal where you can crop it, but usually the factory quotes are pretty easy to read. It's the bills of material, the lighting schedules, and everything like that. They get really challenged, if you will. But I'll just say "do it." Now, when something's processing in OASIS, and I have it on my other screen over here, on desktop, you can go do other things. It just says translating document down the main screen here. I'm trying to figure out how to put it on the actual quote, but little technical details with desktop going on there. And anyway, what's happening is it sent it off to LLM, which is really good at processing these, and then it'll return back all the data, and it'll process it just like an O2O file. So it's just like sending a quote request through your major manufacturer and getting it back electronically. The only difference here is it's a PDF, and it came in with a little bit of translation going on. So this is what it looks like. And if you flip back and forth and challenge or take a look at this real quick, it'll actually show the details here. The only area that it gets challenged on is sometimes the commission rates don't come in quite right. So let's see what happens on this one. Everything looks good there. I'll hit import, and it's going to ask, hey, make sure everything matches. Yes, I'm good there. Okay. And it went in and pulled it in. So looks like it did not identify the cell commission for some reason. And we keep changing this. There's prompts and changes and everything that we have going on with the LLMs because they keep moving the yardstick on us a little bit there. But anyway, it'll pull it all in. And it can overlay. So again, this is the same screen you use when you pull in a quote response from a major manufacturer if you have connectivity with them. This should look very familiar. And all right, so here we go. I'm going to append to the quote. There's nothing to match to, so I can't overlay it on top of the other fixture types. I'll just use the cell column off of this and hit import. At this point, it's in there. I can go ahead and put in my fixture types. So I think I was using A2 on this thing earlier, B, whatever. The same feature exists as well on the online version. So I'll go to the online version. I'll show you that here in a second. And do exactly the same process. I'll take my same quote, drag and drop it in. Now, over here we do have a bill of material import. That'll be another video. And we have the pricing import. This is importing pricing from a manufacturer. So, or a rep, if you have another rep, you're pulling in. And that's true if you're a distributor trying to pull in data there as well. It all comes in the same way. So now it's processing. The same thing is happening. It's bouncing it off the LLM, pulling in the data, and landing it inside the system here. Everything else works identical. The one thing I did leave out, because I've done this before with this particular PDF, with this fake manufacturer here, is that you will receive a little pop-up that will map your brands to this particular manufacturer entry. And sometimes it'll actually try to map the customer, because some of these quotes actually do have customer-specific pricing from the factory, and you understand all that there. So it does show you the same information as before, just a preview of the quote. And I'll hit import, and you get the same little, are you sure? Hit OK. And then it is trying to map the customer right here. There's no real customer on this particular one, so I'll skip it, hit OK. Get the same preview, and I'll go ahead and hit sell, and everything else looks the same. Import. And looks like it's mostly done here. It's trying to do some other stuff that I'll skip for right now. And at this point, we have our bill of material. Same thing. Now, as a bonus here, I'll show you how you can actually do the whole thing yourself using, in this case, ChatGPT. So I was just playing around on this and decided to show, hey, how you can be a AI software company as well. So all I did is pulled in ChatGPT in this case. There's my quote from the factory. Here's an example quote that I'd done previously. Unfortunately, I keep using the same fixture type here, so bear with me on that one. But it is another factory and there's no pricing on this. So I explain what I want the system to do for me, basically import it, merge the two, and then use these fixture types by quantity, by catalog number. And at this point, it says what it's going to do, or actually did the processing, and what did it give us? Looky there. It even updated the terms down at the bottom. Really, really neat stuff. So there you have it. You can call yourself an AI company.